Hey everybody, it's Danny. I am not at home this weekend. I'm actually on a ship uh, at a port in Grand Turk today. So no guitar related content. I'm kind of missing my guitar. This is kind of a uncomfortable situation because being on a ship, they wouldn't even let me bring a guitar, even an electric with no amp, just to practice. So no opportunity to practice, no opportunity to play with guitars. I did want to comment. I posted a picture last week in a Gibson Les Paul Facebook group of Taylor Swift playing a red Les Paul. It's back several years ago. It was when she had released her Red album, and it was a really nice red Les Paul. And I knew there would be some haters, because haters are going to hate in the comments, but I was really not expecting the number of people, mostly men, it seems like, that seem to have a real issue with her, but don't seem to know what the real issue is. So I got to thinking about what is it that makes people hate someone like Taylor Swift. And I got to thinking about how a lot of people just hate things that are popular. We've all seen the people on our friends list who say things like, I've never watched an episode of Game of Thrones and I never will. And I think that's a form of virtue signaling. People want to appear smarter or better than what they are. So they don't want to follow the popular trends. And I would like to think that that's the main reason people hate Taylor Swift as much as they do. The other excuses I can think of is because she's a successful woman, and some men in particular have a real issue with successful women. And I think there's something to that, just some of the intrinsic misogyny. I mean, she may not be a shredder. She's no Nuno Betancourt. She's no Eddie Van Halen, but she started playing guitar at age 12. She started writing songs, I think, at age 14. She knew she wanted to be an entertainer, and she worked her ass off to be an entertainer. She definitely knows how to write catchy songs. She knows how to appeal to her audience. Been a lot of Taylor overload, the NFL games here lately, because the NFL is trying to capitalize on her popularity too, and that's all that is. They know that if she's going to be at the game, her fans are going to be watching the game. They're trying to cater to that crowd and generate some additional eyeballs and attention, and that's the way free markets work. You can't really, I mean, you can complain about it, but it doesn't do any good because that's how it's going to work. I don't necessarily listen to her music, mainly because those catchy little pop hooks will get stuck in your head, and you'll find yourself singing those songs against your will for the next 3 days. But I'm curious, for those that really have strong feelings against her, I'm just curious what those are about. Do you think she doesn't deserve her popularity? Because in a free market, she seems to be winning the free market game. Nobody's forcing anybody to buy her records. I think her current tour is set to break some kind of records. I don't remember how many hundreds of millions of dollars she's expected to earn from this tour. She sold over 200 million records worldwide, I think. Just an incredible pop sensation. You don't have to like pop music to recognize that she's an incredible pop sensation. So I'm interested what you guys think about her, about the people that are fans of hers, about the people who seem to despise her with no real reason. I mean, a lot of guys in the Facebook post were criticizing that she's just a strummer, but I've seen a lot of great guitar players that are primarily strummers. They were criticizing the fact that she had a capo on her guitar. But I've seen pictures of Joe Bonamassa doing the same thing, and nobody's gonna criticize him for that. So what do you think? Let me know. I'm really curious about this. Like I said, there was a lot of positive interactions on that post as well, and that surprised me almost as much as the negative response, that there were a lot of people defending her and taking up for her, which was kind of pleasant to see. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. Let me know what you think.